Many Filipinos, not everybody, of course not, but they are too shy, too very devoted, and always sir, sir, sir. And I try to explain, you don't have to say sir to everybody.
I know, but I think it's just a hard thing to adjust because in the Philippines, everyone is just like that. You know what I mean?
Like that, okay. Why? Where do you get the word sir? Where do you get it? From the Americans. They told you to.
Yeah.
Tell to me, sir. I'm sir. That's how it started. Yeah, nakakainis.
Let's say someone is homesick, right?
Homesick,
what tip or advice would you want to give them? Because
yeah, that's also a big problem.
The struggle.
It's a big topic under the nurses. Big problem, especially now in times of COVID. There were some cases they really had to go home. There was one case of a nurse, the mother died and the grandmother almost on the same time.
Due to COVID?
Not COVID, it was another sickness.
Okay.
But it was the COVID time, so he wanted to go back and it was very hard. He couldn't go to the Philippines on the first COVID year. Sure, he had to go back. Then you have to talk with the employers, so you have to make him understand that they have to go home. Some don't understand. Yeah, because of course they have to work and they have a patient. It was in a one-to-one supply, 1:1 Versorgung.
Oh, okay. I get it. But if, let's say, someone is really homesick, and then what advice would you want to give them?
Hang in there, because you have the chance to make something really big in Germany. Because the German country, the German people want actually that you would live or should live here forever. It's not like in other countries, like in the Emirates, you got a timeline, 2 years or whatever, you are not even allowed to go out here and there, you have to ask permission for this and that. The Germans expect from the Filipino nurses that they are citizens like Germans and they have to act like them, you know.
Actually, that's so cool that they're trying to incorporate the Filipinos into the German community.
And sometimes it's really strange because many Filipinos, not everybody, of course not, but they are too shy, too very devoted, and always sir, sir, sir. And I try to explain, you don't have to say sir to everybody.
I know, but I think it's just a hard thing to adjust because in the Philippines, everyone is just like that. You know what I mean?
Like that, okay. Why? Where do you get the word sir? Where do you get it? From the Americans. They told you to. Yeah. Tell to me, sir. I'm sir. That's how it started. Yeah, nakakainis.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, but I think that's a really important thing Filipinos have to learn. But I think once they get out of their comfort zone, they'll actually be able to like
the Germans. I mean, it's one of the best countries in the world. Still, of course, every country has a problem in times of COVID, but the Germans get along with it. When the going gets tough, the Germans are on the spot.
Agree.
Yeah, it's total.
So, what is basically your main motivation for starting this whole Transcora Nurses thing?
It's not only because bringing Filipinos to the right employer. For me, the Filipinos are the substitute for the non-existing German generation, which we actually don't have. We are kulang. We don't have so much young people. We need not only nurses, we need people in the hotel industry, we need people in the car industry, we need welders. We need Filipinos for every kind of branch.
So is there one advice or tips you could give Filipinos in the Philippines if they want to consider coming here to Germany? What would you...
The first advice in general, not only nurses, you get your information from the internet, you study the company very well, and then you choose your agency, because most of them have to have an agency. In the Philippines, a POA licensed agency like our agency, like, can I say the agency which we are working with?
Yeah,
sure. Like Channel Manpower in Quezon City, it's a small agency, but they're good. But there are hundreds of POA licensed agencies, but choose your company first, whatever you like, and then you choose your agency. If you choose your company and you write them direct, I want to be with your company, I want to be with your hospital. If you accept my application, then I will look for an agency where you can cope with. Many go to an agency directly. It's always depending. They think they have no choice because they have certain kinds of clients, many nursing homes. My tip is to every Filipino, look for your own company in Germany and take it from there. And then maybe you can call me, you can talk to me, and then
call him, guys, call him. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. And have you ever lived in the Philippines?
Yes, 3 years in the Philippines from 1973 till 1976. When I was 8 years old, because my father was in the hotel business. He was a manager of a hotel. And then from 2010 till 2013. I lived in Boracay and...
Oh, wow, Boracay! Oh my gosh, why did you come back?
I got a daughter. When I hold my daughter in my hands, I told myself, I think it's really, really better to go back to Germany. Children are better secured in Germany.
Oh, okay. But
that's the truth. That was the reason.
Have you ever considered moving back to the Philippines?
Yes, I am. It's very, you call it tempting?
Yeah.
To go to the Philippines and live there, of course, sure. It's nice. It's nice to be in the Philippines. There is a slogan in the Philippines, it's more fun in the Philippines. It's really true. It's nice to live there.
I can imagine. So,
and being in Germany, also for the people who work in Germany, of course, they have to stabilize their life here in Germany. And then once they are here and they are stable, like being a nurse, maybe they have another side business, they can open it up in Germany too. Yeah, and then you go back to the Philippines.
Okay, cool. So, what's the thing you miss the most, like from living in the Philippines?
The beach. I remember those days, those weekends with the neighbors outside of the street with the tables, drinking Tandrai rum, and on the other side of the street is a karaoke bar. I like that.
And then you had pulutan.
Easy life.
You know pulutan?
I like it.
What's your favorite pulutan?
Is it right? Adobo?
Yeah, good. I think, yeah. Or sisig.
Everything.
Sisig. Do you eat balot?
I tried one time and that's it.
Okay, gotcha.
But going back to the Filipino life, it's a mixture which they have. This normal life and also this high-level life. It's so combined together.
So it's basically like a really good mixture of both both worlds, probably, right?
Yeah.
Of like the simple life, but then also like this high fancy sort of way of living.
Yes.
So, anyways, Gerald, thank you so much for being our guest today, and I really hope you keep on helping Filipinos to build a better life here in Germany.
I will.
So
that's my mission and vision. Yeah.
And thanks for watching us, guys.